Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series regarding family law issues that are significant, particularly about a parent moving. So therefore, it's going to be very interesting. Please subscribe to our channel. Can one parent prevent another from moving out of the state of Michigan? The quick answer is no. Parents are allowed to move. They have a constitutional right to go wherever they want. You can't stop the other parent from picking up and leaving. The better question, though, is can you stop the parent from picking up and leaving if they have custody of your kids? Well, the answer to that's a completely different analysis. Even in that case, the parent can still move. The question is, can you have the court order the children remain? It's a different story. While a parent doesn't need permission from the court, let's say post-divorce, to leave, they do need permission from the court if their leaving involves the taking the kids somewhere. Only the court can make an order allowing the change of the legal residency of the children. Therefore, if you are a non-custodial parent and the custodial mom or dad wants to pick up and leave with the kids, you have a right to compel them to stay, or at least file the appropriate motion and say, look, they want to leave. They haven't asked permission. They can leave whenever they want, but I want the custody of the kids now to stay within the jurisdiction. I'm still here. In the alternative, that parent can file a motion to change the legal residency of the children, and you have a right to come in and object. Or even if the court grants it, there might be provisions that allow them to, force them to bring the children back at certain intervals, perhaps to pay the cost of bringing the children back at certain intervals. So you've got all of that going on. You're not going to be able to necessarily stop the parent from moving, but you can insist that your rights as a non-custodial parent be observed. Your rights to parenting time be observed. Your rights should be safeguarded so you can have visitation with your kids. Now, I want to warn you about one thing. Your ability to stand in the way of that and keep your kids here is dramatically increased if you have custodial rights to those kids, be it, let's say, joint custody, physical custody of the kids, or at least joint legal custody of the children. But if the parent who wants to depart has full legal and full physical custody, the court is likely to grant their request, provided it makes some basic findings that it's within the best interest of the children to do so. You will have a much stronger standing to pursue an order that forces the children to remain if you A, have joint legal custody, or B, have joint physical custody, or C, can show that you've been actively involved in the parenting time of your kids. If, on the other hand, you don't have any form of custody, legal or physical, and you don't see your kids much at all, you're going to have a hard time convincing the court that somehow this is a detriment in the overall scheme of things, either to yourself or to the children. Not only that, but if you don't live in the state of Michigan anymore, you've moved. Now you want to object to the other parent moving, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you to convince the court that somehow you're prejudiced by this. Now, if you've moved to Ohio, the kids are in Michigan, and mom wants to pick up and move the kids to, Reno, Nevada, you can say, well, wait a minute, yeah, I've moved, but I'm 45 minutes away. Now they want to create a situation where it's a 5-hour plane flight. I've got objection. The court will likely hear that. So it's going to be about what's reasonable and what makes sense and how the parties can continue to do what's in the best interest of the children and at the same time preserve the parenting time rights of both parties. If you have any questions about that, reach out. Of course, we'll be glad to help you.